Do you ever wonder how Argentina navigated its economic crisis in 2002? It's an intriguing tale of resilience and economic maneuvering. As we delve into this story, it's essential to understand Argentina's economic state in the late 90s. The nation was grappling with turbulent times. Jobs were disappearing faster than a magician's rabbit, and prices were skyrocketing like a SpaceX launch. In an attempt to tether the runaway inflation, the government decided to hitch the peso to the US dollar. It seemed like a good idea at the time. However, this decision led to an accumulation of debt, a mountain of IOUs that kept growing. By the time we reached 2002, Argentina was knee-deep in financial quicksand, leading to a catastrophic default. The country found itself staring down the barrel of a financial crisis. But how did Argentina respond to this financial turmoil? Well, stay tuned as we unravel the next chapter of this compelling financial saga. Picture this: fear, chaos, and a rush on the banks. The tremors of Argentina's economic crisis were shaking the very foundations of the nation. As the country teetered on the brink of default, a wave of panic swept across the population. You could feel it in the air, a palpable sense of dread. The banks, once symbols of stability, were now the epicenter of a desperate scramble. People rushed to withdraw their savings, fearing the worst. But the crisis didn't stop at the banks. It reverberated through the halls of international investment. Confidence in Argentina's economy plummeted, leading to a mass exodus of capital. Money was fleeing the country, intensifying the economic turmoil. It was a vicious cycle, a downward spiral that seemed to have no end. In the face of this storm, Argentina had to make a crucial decision. Argentina took a bold step. In the eye of a financial hurricane, Argentina made a decision that would forever alter its economic landscape. The country decided to abandon the fixed exchange rate with the US dollar, a policy that had held fast for over a decade. Instead, they embraced a floating currency. This was more than just a shift in policy, it was a strategic move that would let the peso's value dance with the winds of market dynamics. The government was no longer rigidly controlling the currency's value against the dollar. Instead, the value of the peso would rise and fall based on supply and demand, on the ebb and flow of international trade and investment. It was a calculated gamble, one that aimed to restore confidence in the economy and stimulate growth. But it was also a decision fraught with risks and uncertainties. This decision, while profound, had a significant impact. Devaluation of the peso, a double-edged sword. As Argentina let the peso's value dance to the tune of market dynamics, the country was in for a roller coaster ride. On one hand, devaluation didn't change the actual debt owed, but it made the figures appear less intimidating when viewed through the lens of their own currency. A bit like pulling off a financial magic trick, wouldn't you say? However, every coin has two sides, and the devaluation of the peso was no exception. With the drop in the peso's value, the prices of goods, especially those imported, shot through the roof, proving a bitter pill for the local population to swallow. But wait, there's a silver lining. Devaluation made Argentine exports more attractive in the global market, a boon that enhanced Argentina's international standing and injected a much-needed boost into the economy. Over time, this strategic decision helped Argentina regain its financial footing. The path to recovery was certainly not a smooth one. Argentina's bold move to let the peso dance with market dynamics was a double-edged sword. On one hand, it caused prices to shoot up, making everyday life a struggle for locals. On the other hand, it made Argentine exports more competitive, resonating a positive note in the international markets. It was a tale of resilience and strategic decision-making, as the nation found a way to manage its debt and gradually recover. Over time, the devaluation strategy helped Argentina regain its footing, demonstrating that even in the face of financial turmoil, strategic decisions and a resilient spirit can pave the way to recovery. And that, dear viewers, is the story of Argentina's brave navigation through the 2002 economic crisis. Stay tuned for more real-world financial tales on